Maður getur þekkt fólk áratugum saman án þess að fá nokkuð tíman að sjá á því tærnar. En sennilega eru þetta reyin mistök því að tánum skaltu þekkja þá. Hingað er komin táspámaður frá Hollandi sem heitir Imre Somoji sem þarf ekki annað en að sjá tærnar á fólki til að vita allt það. Og það veit Guð að ég ætla ekki að sýna honum tærnar á mér. En við skulum bjóða hann velkomin. Your book has just been published in Icelandic.
Yes.
Can you please read the title for me? I want to hear how your Icelandic is.
Tærnar, spegel, persóna leikans.
Will you try again? Tærnar,
Tærnar,
spegill.
spegel, persóna leikans.
Þetta ekki nokkuð gott? Hefur ekki gefið honum gott klapp fyrir þetta? Very good.
Can we do it in Dutch now?
Can I do it in Dutch?
In Dutch?
Yeah. Wow.
Tenenlezen.
What?
Tenenlezen.
Tenenlezen.
Spiegels
Spiegels.
van voeten.
Van voeten. Ja, ja. You and your wife, you started studying toes 15 years ago. How did that come about?
Well, I'm a journalist and I didn't know whether I would be a journalist all my life. So I took an interest in homeopathics and alternative medicine. And I came across energy centers in the body and reflexes all over the body. And I thought, to make it short, when we have 5 physical energy centers where we find emotions, like in the throat, grief and joy, then it's strange that there should not be any reflexes in the bases where you find the 5 2 times.
Apparently all the nerve endings are in the foot, aren't they? Yeah.
So there should be a relationship, but which one? We tried to find literature on it in China, in Japan, in India, in America, but there was no literature. So we studied ourselves. We took interviews with hundreds of people to find out what we found out.
Is it true what you state in your book, that you at parties would ask people to take their shoes and socks off so you could examine their feet?
Oh yes, we did that a lot, and and on beaches where you find a lot of bare feet and in saunas. Yes, we took every opportunity to attack the people, to interview them, to ask them about their personalities, about their behavior, and at the same time watch their feet and see if we could find the diplomatic type, if they had similar toes.
All right.
And that was the case.
But do people take you seriously, or don't they think you're some kind of a pervert wanting to look at their feet all the time?
Well, the first confrontation is always a laugh. People don't take it too serious. But when I start reading the toes, and there's no possibility I could know something, and I tell that of their toes, then it becomes more and more serious. And now there's already science taking an interest. Psychologists, doctors are taking an interest in reading toes to have an additional method to find out how people behave and why.
Right. Is there any connection between toe reading and like palmistry?
As far as I'm concerned, no. Because what I do is dealing with emotions, not with future, not with so many children, not with a lifetime and long lines. I don't deal with that. I don't know anything about it either, but I know it's different.
In your book, you say that toes reflect not only on personality, but also on psychological and physical well-being. And you state that toes undergo changes through the lifespan, that your foot actually changes.
You see a lot of changes. People before a divorce have crooked, bended toes.
Right.
Like that.
This is,
and the energy goes right into the ground.
Right.
It's crooked. It's quite symbolic.
They're trying to hold on to the husband or the wife. Or...
Well, maybe, but they let down the energy to the ground as well.
Right.
Now, you see, after the divorce, toes straighten up. And we have seen that happen so many times. And when we're giving the feedback, it's always, yes, now that you say it. But you don't realize that your toes change, that they change color, that they change the position. The shape is given. Right. So when you have long toes, you won't have short toes unless you had an operation.
We managed to kidnap 2 victims for you to examine now.
Yes.
And as you can see, we put bags on their heads so they can't argue. Shall we go and have a look?
Yeah.
Jæja. Komið þið sæl og blessuð.
Hey.
Hello.
Do I know you? No.
No.
Hello.
Þið eruð í skóm, verðið ekki að fara úr skónum?
Who's first?
Við skulum byrja, ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yes.
Do you need both feet
Yes, I need both.
at the same time? Yes.
Okay. These round tip toes,
Já.
they mean that you are diplomatic. But there's a limit to that. If that doesn't work, they flatten up and you tell exactly what you want. But the first reaction is, I'll be a diplomat.
Okay.
You're providing service. You have a hard time to tell people no. So you're able to help, and you will help at your own costs. When people cry at your doorstep, then you are sensitive to that.
Passar þetta?
Jú.
Yes. You have...
Benditos.
Yes. Well, this means that you will not accept no. You have a lot of ambition, a lot of feeling. When you're pushed back, you take the color of your environment. You say, okay, if not, then not. But you pop up like this toe. After a while, when I turn my back to you, and I do my thing. So you maneuver. You're able to maneuver, to manipulate even, but you don't accept no. You get around a no.
So I always get my way.
Yeah, you try, and
Yes.
you get most of it. You're very ambitious. You're doing more things at the same time. You're not too well organized.
I disagree.
No. You try, but you're not.
Þú ert ekki mjög skipulöð, kannast þið það?
You would like...
Okay, shall we...
Well, that's a headline.
Yeah, great. I want you to take your bag off your head so the audience can see who you are. Viltu taka pókan á höfðinu? Þetta er hún Ásta Hrafnhildur, við skulum gefa henni gott klapp fyrir. Hvernig fannst þér þetta?
Ég veist þetta rosalega, já, ég held ég færi bara heim og eftir og skoða með tættar svona í nýju ljósi.
Ég veit það.
Vittu þær og svona tala aðeins við þær og reyna að ná svona
Einhverju sambandi við þær.
sambandi við þær, sko.
Einmitt.
Þetta er eitthvað nýtt, þetta er... Jú, já, okay. Já.
Okay.
Takk.
Yeah, so we refer to the gentleman then.
Oh. Well, first of all, you are very strong in communication because you have very big toes and they are grounded. So that means that you know what you're talking about. You're a very earthy person. She is a dreamer,
yes.
and you are down to the ground. You have to reason and
All right.
to be quiet. You have much of a diplomat in your communication. You have a history of adapting. You adapt very easily to what the outside world expects of you. And that's the whole history of your life, that you try to make people comfortable and not pushing your own energy over them. So you adapt first. That tells the crooked toes, you produce a line. That's the line of the outside world. You stick out of the line, your toes, and he's adapting. And he has a lot of energy, so I would say that you're organized, far more organized than you are.
I knew it.
What you have is a lot of energy in your ambition, but it's like a bomb. I don't know you, but you have not developed at full length yet because you have a lot of ambition inside, but when time comes, it will hop out. But at the moment, you're still the bomb with much capacity. And that's because of you're in an environment not fully accepting what you have to offer.
Shall we see who this is?
I'm curious.
Yeah? Will you please take your bag off?
Hey.
Hvernig leist þér á þetta latti sem hann sagði?
Ég leist mjög vel á það.
Já.
Það er alveg nákvæmlega rétt hjá þér.
Er þetta alveg rétt hjá þér? Hefur einhver lesið tæknar á þér áður?
Nei, það er
Heldur þú farir ekki að láta gera þetta daglega bara?
Bara konan mín sem hefur aðeins lesið þar en ekki svona.
Já, eru þið svona svolítið í svona Fergie-leik?
Já, við lesum í tær
hjá hvort öðru.
Já.
Heyrðu, this will have to be all today.
Okay.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you both.
Og þakka ykkur báðum fyrir að taka þátt í þessu.
Okay.
Gefðu gott klapp. Thank you.
Ég jólasvín og ég kem með jólin til þín. Í mig var nært